Hey guys, Rolliat or Taylor here, and today I'm back with another Division video. And in this one, it's the weekly vendor reset. And guys, if you didn't already know, I do this every Saturday, so make sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all of the vendors. But let's get straight into it. As always, we start with the blueprints. So this week we have a military M9, a classic M60, an electronics knee pads, a stamina backpack, a high velocity magazine, a holographic sight, and finally a firearms gear mod blueprint. As always, the exotics haven't changed, but the talents do re-roll on them. This week we've got a Liberator with Brutal, Predatory and Self-Preserved, a Centurion with Expert and Destructive, a Pecan with Meticulous and Commanding, a Cassidy with Meticulous and Deadly, and finally a Historian with Destructive and Competent. This is probably one I recommend picking up this week. It's got two really good rolls on it, especially for PvE. The only problem here is the headshot damage is on the low side. Sticking with the special equipments vendor, that's a nice LVOAC here, rolled with Vicious, Talented and Responsive. It's got a 66% damage roll on it. Here I'd probably roll off Talented for something of your choice, maybe Competent, or roll off Vicious for Competent, keep Talented, and you've got yourself a nice LVOAC skill build weapon. Also, we have a nice Tactician's Authority vest here. The armor's rolled at 1997. It's rolled on stamina at 1259. It's got all resistance, skill haste, and ammo capacity. Roll all resistance for health, and this is a perfect tactician's chest. There's also a nice defense holster here. The armor's rolled at 986, the firearms roll is 1233, the stamina is 1139, and the electronics is 1246. Not bad rolls on either of them. The major attribute is skill haste, so roll stamina for a higher roll, and you got yourself a near perfect defense holster. All of that was at this special equipments vendor. Upstairs at the advanced weaponry vendor we have an Officer's M9, an MP5 ST rolled with Brutal, Fierce and Skilled, a military AK-47 with Dominant, Responsive and Commanding, an M870 Express rolled with Adapt, Competent and Fierce, a hunting M44 with Balance, Skilled and Discipline. Finally, we've got a black market M60 here with Commanding, Adapt and Destructive. Not a bad one, really good for a PvE build. That's the base of operations covered. We're now going to cover some of the gear that's in this week's vendors. Starting here in the DZ09 safe house. Here we have some really nice Strikers knee pads. The armor's rolled at 1546, firearms are almost maxed out at 1263. The major attributes are all resistance, the three minor attributes are shock resistance, burn resistance and bleed resistance. Here roll your major attribute for either health or skill power, and these, I'm going to say it, are probably a god rolled pair of Strikers knee pads. These are of course in DZ09 safe house, so make sure you pick these up this week. In the DZ06 safe house, that's a really nice Banshee holster here. The armor is at 882, the firearms are at 1232, the stamina at 1228, and the electronics at 1261. It's rolled on skill haste, so max one of the major attributes, and you've got yourself, again, a really nice holster. This was in DZ06 safe house. In East 31st Street checkpoint, we have a specialised bag. Now, it wouldn't be a vendor reset without one of these. It's rolled on stamina at 1131. It's got health and burn resistance on, so it's a bit of a tricky one here, but I'd probably roll burn resistance for ammo cap, or roll off stamina for one of the major attributes. That's it for gear. We've already covered weapons. It's now time to cover gear mods and weapon attachments. This is easily the mod of the week this week. We're in the Firewall safe house. Here we have a prototype stamina mod with 4% damage to elites. 5 of these equals an extra 20% damage to elites here, so definitely pick up these for those PvE builds. Guys, this is a must buy this week. In Camp Hudson, that's a prototype electronics mod here rolled with health at 3239. I recommend picking this one up to boost up your health for update 1.8. This again is in Camp Hudson safe house. The one weapon attachment I'm going to point out this week is in East 42nd Street checkpoint. Here we have a reflex sight rolled with crit hit chance, crit hit damage and headshot damage. A nice all-round sight. Guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then let me know by either leaving a comment or by clicking that like button. And as always, if you're new around here and want to stay up to date with all of the things The Division, then be sure to subscribe. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Back to